SEEMP III, Ship Energy Efficiency Management Plan Part 3, is the latest iteration in the International Maritime Organization's IMO strategy to reduce greenhouse gas (GHG) emissions from ships. It primarily focuses on operational efficiency, aiming to ensure that ships not only meet design efficiency standards but are also operated in a manner that minimizes CO2 emissions. Here's a detailed explanation of SEEMP III and how it ties into operational efficiency. 1. What is SEEMP III? SEEMP III builds on the previous versions of the SEEMP framework, Part 1 and 2, which are aimed at improving the energy efficiency of ships through better management practices. SEEMP III introduces a more structured and continuous process for monitoring and improving the operational performance of ships, with a focus on fuel consumption and emissions. Part 1 covers ship-specific operational measures for energy efficiency, such as voyage optimization. Part 2 introduced the Data Collection System, DCS, requiring ships to report fuel consumption and other operational data. Part 3 brings a new layer of accountability by requiring continuous performance monitoring, reporting, and verification to ensure ships are meeting their operational efficiency targets. 2. Operational efficiency in SEEMP III. Operational efficiency, in the context of SEEMP III, refers to how efficiently a ship uses fuel while in service. It accounts for how the ship is managed on a day-to-day basis, beyond just its design capabilities. SEEMP III measures this through fuel consumption data and other performance indicators to gauge a ship's CO2 output during operations. Goal: to lower fuel consumption and, consequently, CO2 emissions through efficient ship operation, e.g., speed management, route optimization, weather routing. Efficiency improvement. A ship's operational efficiency improves when it consumes less fuel for the same amount of work or transport, thereby emitting less CO2. 3. Fuel consumption reporting. Under SEEMP III, fuel consumption data plays a crucial role. Each ship must accurately record and submit data about the amount of fuel it uses over a given period, typically a year. This data includes type of fuel used. Different fuels have different CO2 emission factors. Amount of fuel consumed. This directly correlates with CO2 emissions. Distance traveled. Fuel efficiency can be evaluated in terms of the distance traveled per unit of fuel. This data is reported to the ship's flag state, which is the authority responsible for the ship's registration and compliance with international maritime laws. 4. Flag state's role. The flag state collects fuel consumption and performance data from ships under its registry. It acts as an intermediary between the shipowner, operator, and the IMO. Once the data is compiled, the flag state verifies the data to ensure it meets the IMO's reporting standards. Submits the data to the IMO for further evaluation. 5. IMO's evaluation and efficiency score. The International Maritime Organization takes the data submitted by the flag state and uses it to calculate an operational efficiency score for the ship. This score reflects how well the ship is managing its fuel consumption in relation to its operations. The score could be based on the Carbon Intensity Indicator, CII, which evaluates how efficiently a ship transports goods based on its emissions. A lower score means the ship is operating inefficiently and releasing more CO2 than allowed, while a higher score indicates better performance. Based on this evaluation, the IMO may require the ship to improve its operational efficiency if its performance does not meet certain standards. This process ensures continuous improvement in reducing the environmental impact of ships. 6. Action plans for low efficiency. If a ship's operational efficiency score is poor, the shipowner must develop a plan to improve it. This might involve voyage optimization, planning routes to avoid bad weather or strong currents. Speed management, reducing speed to save fuel, often called slow steaming. Technical adjustments, improving engine tuning, installing energy-saving devices, or switching to alternative fuels. SEEMP III thus ensures that ships are regularly monitored for operational performance and encourages continuous improvement in reducing their carbon footprint. Summary: SEEMP III requires ships to continually report fuel consumption and CO2 emissions data. Flag states collect and verify this data, submitting it to the IMO for evaluation. The IMO calculates an operational efficiency score based on how well a ship minimizes fuel use and CO2 emissions during operations. Ships with poor operational efficiency must implement strategies to improve their fuel use and overall environmental impact.